Hello, how are you? Today I'm going to talk to you about clove and rosemary tea, a delicious combination that brings many health benefits, especially because when they are used together, since they have similar properties, they can produce very powerful effects. Stay until the end because you won't want to miss it. If you love tips on nutrition, health, and fitness, you're going to love this channel. Go ahead, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I have new videos every day. You're going to love it. Let's talk more about this special combination, which is when we make rosemary tea with cloves. I'll tell you the right proportions in a bit. But why is it interesting for us to combine these two spices that we have at home? Actually, clove is a spice, and rosemary is an herb, which is very easy to find. You can grow it at home, every supermarket sells it, and it's inexpensive. So, what are the benefits that they bring to our health when used together? The first major benefit of consuming rosemary and clove tea is that they greatly help with glucose metabolism, helping to keep your blood sugar levels more stable. They do this in a way that is somewhat similar and even synergistic. They work together. This is because they increase insulin sensitivity, which is the hormone we produce to capture excess sugar in our bloodstream and store that surplus sugar. So, they increase the sensitivity of other cells to better recognize insulin. In fact, they also help with the uptake of glucose itself, independently of insulin, by other tissues, such as muscle tissue, for example. If you want to better control your blood sugar levels or even lose weight, this is very interesting because when you have lower insulin secretion, you also promote weight loss. This is a very important detail, so this tea can really help you a lot. Another benefit of clove and rosemary tea is that it has some very interesting properties. Together, they have a large amount of antioxidants. Remember that antioxidants are very important for preventing damage caused by free radicals, strengthening our immune system, and fighting premature aging, such as wrinkles. I also have a video here on the channel talking about the best antioxidants for us to consume. I'll leave it down below in the description. If you don't know, the video title is there. With an arrow, just click on it and a tab will open with all this information for you. They are also powerful anti-inflammatories. We already know that a body with less inflammation responds better to infections, to microbes, fights diseases more effectively, and is also a body that loses weight more easily and carries out metabolic reactions more efficiently. So it helps improve not only your overall health, but also supports weight loss, if that's your concern or if that's your situation. There's also an anti-inflammatory diet playlist here on the channel with lots of great tips, and I'll leave it down below in the description for you. And another major benefit is that they are also antimicrobial, meaning they prevent the proliferation of bacteria and harmful microbes in our bodies. So as you can see, it's a great combo for our immunity, for our health, to strengthen the body in a broader way. Also remember that I have an entire playlist here all about immunity, teas, juices, recipes, and everyday tips that you can put into practice to make your body even stronger. Nowadays, everyone is very concerned about immunity, and that will also be down below in the description for you. Another benefit of clove and rosemary tea is for the digestive system in a very broad way. Clove tea is very helpful for ulcers and acts as a liver protector and cleanser. And rosemary tea is very helpful for intestinal issues, helping to eliminate gas and promote good digestion. So if you have any gastric issues, whether related to the liver, intestines, or even the stomach, they can help you. I also have playlists here on the channel about everything related to digestion and a healthy gut, which I'll leave down below for you. And there's one that talks more about gastritis. I'll leave that down below as well. There are several playlists related to these topics that can help you if that's your case, so you can learn more about it. Clove and rosemary tea can also help reduce anxiety for some people. And nowadays, many people are stressed, anxious, and worried. It can be a tasty and easy option for you to add to your daily routine. Remember that I also have a playlist here on the channel with everything about anxiety, including tips on teas and vitamins and what you can do in your daily life to try to reduce anxiety and stress a bit. I'll leave it down below in the description for you as well. In addition, another great benefit that both clove tea and rosemary tea offer is their ability to improve the overall health of your mouth and oral region. They help eliminate harmful bacteria, which, as I mentioned earlier, can have a significant impact on oral hygiene. So they help with the issue of harmful bacteria that can grow in this environment, and also because of their pleasant aroma, they even help with bad breath. An important detail is that bad breath is not always just related to poor brushing or lack of oral hygiene. Many times, bad breath is connected to stomach problems or digestive issues. I have a video here on the channel talking more about bad breath, and I'll leave it down below in the description for you as well. Another benefit of this tea is the improvement in cognitive function, mood, well-being, and even memory. Some studies have found that people who consume this tea actually perform better in their studies and at work. So, if you're looking for more energy for your brain to work better and to retain more information, this might be an interesting tea for you as well. Another way this tea contributes to our health and strengthens the body is by improving bone density, making the bones even stronger overall. Having stronger bones is always a concern as time goes by and we get older. This is especially true for women after menopause, who are more likely to develop osteoporosis and osteopenia. I have a video here on the channel where I talk more about the best foods to eat during menopause. I'll leave it for you down below in the description. There's also a really cool one about non-dairy sources of calcium, because a lot of people ask me about other sources of calcium to strengthen their bones, but they don't want to consume more yogurt, milk, or cheese. They want other options. I've already made that video, it's really good, and I'll leave it down below in the description as well. So, to make this wonderful drink, you'll need water, a bit of rosemary, and a bit of clove. Normally, for 1 cup of water, we use 1 teaspoon of rosemary and 1 clove. Bring everything to a boil and let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. Then turn off the heat, cover, and let it steep for another few minutes before drinking. An interesting tip is that ideally, you shouldn't sweeten it. Not with sugar, nor with sweeteners, none of that. Even though brown sugar and demerara sugar are less processed, they still have a high glycemic index and are excess calories all the same. They will cause an insulin spike, which is exactly what you don't want when you're drinking these teas for their health benefits. So, if you have any questions, check out my playlist on sugars and sweeteners, where I talk about various types of sugars and different sweeteners. But if you don't want such a strong flavor, precisely because you're not going to sweeten it, you can take that cup of tea you've already prepared, let it cool, and then dilute it in about 2 or 3 cups of water, or even more, to make a flavored water that you can sip throughout the day. This can be an interesting way for you to get the benefits with a milder flavor, while also drinking more water, which will help keep you hydrated and bring so many benefits to your health. If you want to add even more flavor with a piece of orange peel or apple peel, that works really well. Even lemon peel will give it a special taste. There are people who like to add a bit of cinnamon for flavor, which will also bring several benefits. So it's really up to you. Feel free to get creative. Regarding the best time to consume it, if you're looking for these benefits related to blood sugar, ideally you should have it about 20 to 30 minutes before lunch or dinner. In other words, before the main meals, when you usually consume larger sources of carbohydrates. So that's an interesting time. I hadn't mentioned it yet, but I have a playlist about diabetes here on the channel. I'll leave it down below with everything about diabetes, including a playlist of recipes for diabetics, which I think you'll like, and I'll leave it down below. I also have another really cool playlist here about the benefits of teas, which I think will interest you. There's hibiscus tea, chamomile tea, oregano tea. But if there isn't a tea you like, for example, you can ask me here in the comments and I'll come and make it. You can also search for my tea videos on YouTube, for example, cinnamon tea. What's your favorite tea? Tell me here as well. I'd love to read your comment. Like the video, as that helps me a lot, and share it with those who need it. Let's work together to expand this chain of kindness, because that's what I want here with the channel. See you next time. Bye.